Alright guys, so I got my package from AllianceCarbon. As you can see, this is his logo right here. We're going to go ahead and unbox it and show you guys exactly what I got. Let's go ahead and open it. It comes, as you guys can see, really well packaged in order to protect the material. Okay, so there's both of them in here. Both of them come packaged with this bubble wrap to try to protect it, and of course the sticker. Go ahead and check them out. M3, I'm not sure if it's M3 or M4 mirror cap replacements. As you can see, the quality is amazing on these things. Like, there's no imperfections at all on the carbon fiber weave. When you buy products, sometimes you'll find like some imperfections on the material or the product itself. So if you look at this right here, that's really thick material, and it also feels like quality material. Like when you pick something up and it's just flimsy and it's just like not what you expected, this is totally the opposite. This is great material. As you can see, it's very sturdy, very strong, and all of the tabs that are on here look very well made, like if it's OEM, and it just looks really good. If you guys are interested in products like these that are really well made, and he even states that he has the best fitment compared to other competitors out there that actually sell materials like this or products like these. So if you guys are interested, make sure to check out the website. We'll see how fitment goes once we test fit these on the car, but so far I think these are going to fit pretty good. I don't see any issues at all. Even looking like at the quality of these, I hope these are fitted as well as they look. So yeah, go ahead and check out his website. He has a bunch of stuff. He has mirror caps even for 370Z replacements. He has carbon fiber fenders that he just made. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Danny Z, one of the most popular YouTubers out there for the 370Z. He actually just made a video with him installing some 370Z fenders that he actually made, and it has a different look to it, and they look amazing. And the fitment on those were actually really surprising. So I have no doubt that these are going to be just the same. So once we test fit these, we'll find out. I did watch a few videos from a few other YouTubers. I know Fox Craze made a video on this, on installing one of these. It was really simple, clean, and fast. So that video is going to help out a lot installing these. Shout out to Fox Craze for making a video on these. He also did the sequential turn signals as well on the mirrors. I won't be doing that. I'll most likely just black mine out just to give it a sleek look. But I think with just this is going to make a huge difference and making it look really aggressive. So yeah, let's go ahead and test fit these on. I'm really excited. It should give the car a really aggressive look, just because I've already done a few things, and I think this is just going to add a little extra touch to your car. So yeah, these are actually replacements, so they're not going to be like caps that you just put over with 3M tape. These are actually going to need you to remove your stock cap and install these onto there. That's why it has the clips in the back. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start putting these on the car and see how the fitment is. Alright, so here we have the Q in the garage. We're going to go ahead and start off by heating up the mirror caps. So I have this over here, which is a heat gun by Wagner. It's pretty cheap. You can purchase it at pretty much any hardware store. For example, I got that one from Home Depot, and I think it was like 30 bucks. It might be a little bit cheaper, but usually they have them in stock and they're not that expensive. But the reason we're going to be using a heat gun is so we can warm up the actual cap to make it less prone to breaking. This is plastic, so plastic usually when applied with heat, or whenever you apply heat to plastic, you can usually bend it a little bit easier. So if we apply heat to it, it's going to be a lot easier to snap off once you start adding prying tools on there and try removing it. So that's the reason we're going to be heating it up. Once we heat it up, it should come off pretty easy without breaking anything. And that's the goal right now, is to try and not break any of the tabs so we can reuse it. And just in case we want to take off the aftermarket ones, the carbon ones, we can go ahead and put these back and I can sell the other ones. And if I break these, then I pretty much have to keep them on there. I have to buy new ones. So yeah, I'll be using like flatheads. I have quite a few over here in my collection. So I'll just be using a regular flathead. It's recommended to use tools that are actually made to remove plastic pieces. I'm sure you can buy it on Amazon or eBay, but I don't really have that much time. I want to get this done now, and you should be able to do it with a simple flathead. So let's go ahead and begin the process. I'll go ahead and show you guys how I'm going to be doing it. That way you guys can get an idea of how you would do it yourself. Now before I get started, I wanted to kind of describe what I'm going to be doing first. Now there's a few clips that are pretty much being held in from the sides along the middles here. Now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and pry this edge open first, and you can leave like a screwdriver or something holding it out, and then you want to make your way down a little bit, and then also at the same time you want to move your way up here and start opening as well. So don't just go through one side and pop that whole thing open. Go along each side at the same time, then you can go ahead and pop it off. So you trying to pop it off at one side and then pulling it, that's going to pretty much break the tabs. What you want to do is do it at one point, start here, move at least to this point here, and then go ahead and start moving over to this side over here at the top, and then move your way down. But we're going to go ahead and heat it up first. I'll show you guys as much as I can, that way you guys can get an idea. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here's the first one installed already. So if you guys can see, the fitment is actually really good. I mean, right here it's a little bit separated. Not sure if I could just push it in a little bit more to close that gap right there. Then if you go over here, fitment's really good right there on that side. And then the lights right here flows evenly, and even down here goes down and it goes over to this side. So that's how that one's looking. Now let's look at it from a distance. And then compare it to this side. You guys can see it does make a difference. This side doesn't look as aggressive, but then when you go over to this side, it does look a lot more aggressive. Alright, let's go ahead and start installing the other side. So here's the mirror cap removed. As you can see, all the tabs are still on here except for one. One did break right here. So I was pulling it a little too hard and then it came off. And one of them ended up breaking. It wasn't actually like completely broken, but it was a little bit flimsy. So like these, if you look at these, you push on them, they're on there pretty good. But this one was really flimsy and it just came off when I pushed it down. But other than that, the rest of them are good. So this is still reusable. I'm sure you can buy some replacements if you do break them, but of course that's something that you gotta pay for that you don't want to buy again. But let's go ahead and look at these mirror caps. They look so sick. It just completes the car because it gives it more of an aggressive look. See the fitment is pretty much on point. I don't really see any gaps except for right here in the top. There's a small gap right there, but not really noticeable. Like if you look at it from a distance, you can't even tell. So it looks really good. I'm gonna take it out right now so you guys can see it in the daylight. It's getting pretty dark though, so gotta kind of hurry up. But here's the other side, also looking fresh. This thing looks clean. This gap was actually a little bit better. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the gap's a little bit smaller on this side. Here's the fitment right here. So overall, they came out really great, and the fitment's like on point for the most part. So I highly recommend these. Let me go ahead and take the car out, that way you guys can check out how it looks. As you guys can see, it looks really sick. It just completed the car a lot more. Now the front looks a lot more aggressive. So I just wanted to get like a big area for you guys to see how the car pretty much looks like. It looks really sick. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And they actually look a lot bigger than the stock caps. I thought it was just gonna be like a small difference, but you can clearly see the little fin. So it has like an M style to it. That looks really dope. And the car does look a lot better at a distance from this angle. So yeah, here's how the car's pretty much looking. Show it from a closer angle. You can kind of see the fin right there at the end. Yeah, so she's coming along. She looks really nice. Alright guys, so that's going to conclude the video on the carbon fiber mirror covers or replacements for the Q50. As you guys saw, it was a pretty easy install. I don't even think it took me like more than 30 minutes. But you just want to be careful when removing the tabs or removing the stock covers, because they do tend to break. It is plastic, so you have to be very careful when removing them. I recommend pushing out. So instead of pushing up or pushing down, you want to push out, because that's how it's pretty much latching when you're pushing it in, and then you push it out by unlatching it. So pretty easy install. Like I said, if you guys are interested in purchasing these, the fitment was pretty much on point. There was no real issues. They had a small gap, but nothing to really make a big deal out of. So I actually really like them. They make the car look way different, and they do look a lot bigger than the stock ones. I thought it was just gonna be like a small difference, but it does make a huge difference on the car. It makes it look a lot more aggressive. I do have one more idea or plan in order for the Q50 to look a lot better in the front. Maybe some of you guys know already. It's gonna be something really sick that's gonna go on the hood. So that's gonna be coming up very soon. It's something different that a lot of people don't actually do. So it should look really sick. It should look different, but stay tuned for that. Again, if you guys are interested in buying these, hit up AllianceCarbon Fiber. I'll make sure to link his website down in the description. That way you guys can check it out. And you guys can also check out his other products. Like I mentioned, he does have like carbon fiber fenders. He has mirror covers or replacements for the 370Z, 350. So if you guys are interested, make sure to check out his website. He's also a really cool dude. I've talked to him. He's been very professional, polite the whole entire time, which is something that's really valuable when you're working with people. So thank you again, AllianceCarbon Fiber, for hooking me up with these carbon fiber mirror cap replacements. And if you guys are interested, check it out. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.